Why do people come through a broker? We have a lot more options and a lot more choices that we can offer you. So one of the major banks, they've only got one set of policies and their risk appetite may be different to some other lenders that we have on the outside. If one bank says no, if 30 banks says no, there might be one or two on the outside that may be willing to look at it. So having a chat with your broker is super important, as we've got access to 30, 40 different banks to find that solution for you. But also, if we don't meet the mold right now, we can talk about what things we can change and plan to get you into the next space. If you want to know how much you can borrow, first thing is talking to a broker. You can obviously use the online calculators and stuff, but just find that they're not very accurate at all and they're not taking into your full circumstance. So what we do at our business at Picker Financial is we'll send you through an online link. We'll have a form that you'll fill out to the best of your ability, and then I'll need your supporting documents to back it up as well. So ID, payslips, all that type of jazz. Financials if you're self-employed, we pretty much need all of that information to paint the picture. We'll then assess it, review it, run your numbers, and then we'll come back to you with what that scenario looks like and if you're keen to jump forward. First home buyers, look, there's never been a better time to get into the market. You've got some really, really good options available at this point in time. So, the 5% scheme where it's 5%, the government will go guarantor for the remaining 15%. You avoid that lender's mortgage insurance. And if that property is under a certain threshold, so, 800,000 in New South Wales, you're not paying stamp duty. So if you're going to buy something for, 800,000, it's only going to cost you 40 grand, which no one's really had that, for quite some time. And obviously you can stack these onto each other as well. So there's some really, really good options, but even guarantor is fantastic too. If you're not eligible for those schemes, there's some other ways you can get in as well. So there's never, ever been a better time to get in the market. There's many type of loans you can get for buying a property. Obviously there's investment loans, self-managed super fund loans, your standard home loans, guarantor loans. There's a multitude of options there that we can explore for you. Yeah, some really big things that can affect your credit score. So obviously making late repayments, not paying things on time, having defaults when you've gone well over the overdue payment times and it's been sold off to a debt. Also your credit profile, so having afterpays, late payments, all of these type of things. Too many liabilities is bad for your credit score, but also multiple inquiries in a short space of time. Not many people know about this. So if you're one of those, credit card hoppers for getting Qantas points, it can actually be really negative on your credit profile. Yeah, going through your bank statements, look, there are lenders that go through it with a fine-tooth comb and there are others that take our word for it. So for us, we will go through it to review, but if there's anything there we see a little bit fishy or need an explanation for, we'll just cover that off for compliance. But we'll obviously ensure that we're going to the right lender that is best suited to your scenario. How long does it take for us to get it all sorted for you with the approval? Look, it can be anywhere from a couple of days through to a couple of weeks, depending on which lender we go with, and also your circumstance. If it's a pretty straight, clean cut, great credit score, full-time PAYG employee for a purchase, could be a couple of days. If it's self-employed, very complicated, or you've got a rough credit history, or it's a credit decision where it's really borderline on policy, they might take a little bit longer. But before jumping in, we'll always let you know from our experience how long these things are going to take.